The W.K. Kellogg Arabian Horse Center traces its origins back to 1925, when the late W.K. Kellogg, founder of the Kellogg Company in Battle Creek, Michigan, purchased 377 acres of land in Pomona for $250,000 as the home of his Arabian horse ranch. Mr. Kellogg obtained Arabian horses from the imports of Homer Davenport and W.R. Brown, as well as the Crabbett Arabian stud in England, and commissioned Myron Hunt to design his home and stables. From the beginning, W.K. Kellogg and his Arabian horses attracted a lot of attention and famous Hollywood stars.
In the old days, I think the old gray stallion Jadon, Kellogg bought him in 1925. He was in the first group of horses, and this was at the same time that Rudolph Valentino, the silent film star, was just at the height of his popularity, and he asked to borrow Jadon for a movie. So here was the Kellogg Ranch with this wonderful horse who'd had a reputation, and they took him to every event possible, parades, celebrations of any kind where they thought he might be appreciated. And he was always known as the horse that Valentino rode.
Even though the Kellogg Arabian Horse Ranch had the attention of entertainers, Mr. Kellogg's long-term intentions for the ranch were much more philanthropic.
Not too many people know that Will Keith Kellogg established one of the greatest public universities in Cal Poly Pomona. So the fact that he did that, one, in part because he cared about the preservation of his Arabian horse collection. That gift that Will Keith Kellogg made to the state of California in 1932 constituted 750 acres and 87 Arabian horses. And I think it was just probably a glimpse of the visionary eye of Will Keith Kellogg that both Arabian horses, that tradition, which is one of the unique institutions in the world, I think, the Arabian Horse Center, would be combined with the creation of a great university.
From 1943 to 1948, the ranch was operated by the U.S. War Department and known as the Pomona Quartermaster Depot or Remount Station. In 1948, the ranch was transferred to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. When it looked as though the USDA was going to auction off the horses, nationwide protests and political pressure intervened to stop the process. And in 1949, the land was deeded to the W.K. Kellogg Foundation. Later in 1949, the title to the then 813-acre ranch and Arabian horses was passed to the state of California, with the provisions that the property must be used for educational purposes, and the traditional Arabian horse shows started by Mr. Kellogg in 1926 to demonstrate the beauty and versatility of the Arabian horse must continue. The ranch was given to the California State Polytechnic College San Luis Obispo to provide room for the increasing student population at its Southern California branch campus. As part of the Voorhees unit, the ranch was known as the Kellogg Campus. As the horse shows continued in the 1960s, a new star emerged.
Probably one of my favorite horses was without a doubt Paulie Royal. I trained him to do the Liberty Movie Act. In the shows, he would run at full speed in an arena, slide stop, back up. He would Spanish march. He would rear up, walk on his hind legs 150 feet, bow down. But the key is he did all this with nothing on him. His only signals were my voice, cues from my whip. What a wonderful horse.
In 1964, Norm Dunn became the director of the horse department, a post he held for 30 years. He initiated the famed foal pole tradition of flying either pink or blue flags upon the birth of an Arabian foal on campus. The Kellogg campus was separated from the San Luis Obispo campus in 1966 to form the California State Polytechnic College Pomona, and in 1972 it became a university. The horse department occupied the original stables for nearly 48 years, until the construction of the existing facility, which was dedicated on April 6, 1974. To the delight of many school children, Thursday shows were added to the traditional Sunday shows in 1980. The old stables were dedicated as Union Plaza in 1981 and continue to be the home of many student organizations. In 1989, Rain On and Allison Elwell won Scottsdale's Park Stallion. Huell Hauser posed with Rain On while on campus in 1993, during which time he took footage of the center, students, and horses for a segment on historic horses as part of his popular TV series, California's Gold. Today, the Arabian horse breeding program at Cal Poly Pomona is the oldest program of its kind in the country.
Given tours to alumni who haven't been here for 20 years, and we have horses that were babies when they were here, and I love showing it to them. And I think it's the history that we have in common, and to know how to converse with someone who's been here 30, 40 years ago and have the same conversation and the same light behind your eyes, knowing that you were a part of history and it's still going.
The W.K. Kellogg Arabian Horse Center is home to approximately 85 Arabian horses used in equine sciences teachings, outreach, research, and internationally recognized breeding and training programs. Facilities at the center include 38 acres of pasture, 3 barns, foaling stalls, a breeding area, a veterinary clinic, a farrier shop, 4 arenas, and a grandstand. The university also operates the W.K. Kellogg Arabian Horse Library, which is one of the world's largest public collections of Arabian horse materials.
I'm delighted to express congratulations to Cal Poly Pomona on its 75th anniversary, and to the W.K. Kellogg Arabian Horse Center on its 88th anniversary. I think Mr. Kellogg would be very proud of his beloved estate and its role now as a center of education.